The NFL, according to Jonathan Jones, my colleague CBS Sports, is going to review this offseason a rule that is not talked about too often, but every time it happens in a game, people say this should not be the way it is. And that rule is when you fumble through an end zone, it's a touchback for the other team. Might change it, Bennett. Does that rule bother you?
Yeah.
It just seems stupid, doesn't it?
Well, I do. I mean, I would think there's got to be some sort of penalty there for the team that fumbles it out of the end zone. But, yeah, I don't know if rewarding the opposing team with the football is
it. Seems too much.
Yeah.
It seems like I don't know the exact way you should do it, but that has always struck me as, well, that doesn't seem right. Like
I agree.
You've got second and goal from the 3. All right, you've gone 80 yards. You're now second and goal at the 3.
Yep.
Handoff, running back fumbles through the end zone. You lose the ball and they get it at the 20. That's just always seemed wrong to me.
Yeah, I think that if anything, you just back up the offense a lot. You know, you get a pretty substantial penalty, so maybe you're in at that point only going to be able to kick a field goal, right? I would do something like that. Yeah.
Because if you fumble the ball out of bounds at the 40, you just get the ball at the 40.
Right.
If you fumble the ball out of bounds at the 20, you just get the ball at the 20. But if you fumble the ball out of bounds through the end zone, you lose it. How does that doesn't make sense.
No, I'm with you. I actually think that would be a smart rule change.
It assumes when the ball goes out of bounds at the 40, we don't assume you wouldn't have recovered it. We just give it back to you.
Right.
But when the ball goes out through the back of the end zone, the rule assumes you lost it and we're going to give it to the other team at the 20. Seems wrong.
Yeah.
So some possible ways they're going to address it is what you said, make it a penalty, so maybe 10 yards from the spot of the fumble.
Mm-hmm.
So first and goal from the 3, you fumble it at the 2. We're now going to go, instead of second and goal from the 3, it'll be second and goal from the 13, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's another argument that says it should be a loss of down.
I'm fine with that.
There was some thought like if you're inside the 20, because most times you're not going to fumble it from the 24 all the way through the back of the end zone. So most times you see these fumbles, they're going to come inside the 20. So if it goes through the end zone, it's going to be loss of down. We'll back you up to the 20. So again, second and goal from the 3, fumble through the end zone. You now got third and goal from the 20. Loss of down, we're taking it back to the 20. Any of that seems more reasonable than you lose the ball.
Agreed.
All right. Well, I'm glad they're going to look at it, and I suspect they'll change it because I think there's a number of ways they could change it, and all of the ways seem more sensible than the way they actually handle it now.
Now, the one thing I don't, because this has been talked about a lot too, and it sounds like the NFL is going to make the right decision here. You can't get rid of the tush push that the Eagles do. That's the one that gets brought up all the time when we talk about rule changes this season. It's not, they're great at that, and other teams try to copy it and can't copy it. So getting rid of that is unfair to the Eagles just because you can't penalize a team for being good at something. It's not cheating. They're just really good at it. Yeah.
If everybody could do it as effectively as they do it, and it became clear the reason everybody can do this effectively is because it shouldn't be allowed, then I would be fine with let's not allow that anymore.
Right.
But given that they're the only ones who could do it this way, that means it's a skill. That is evidence that it's a skill, that everybody can't do it. That means it's their skill. They have developed this thing. They know how to do. They have the personnel and understand how to do what it is they're trying to do.
Yep.
Other teams can't do it. That means it's a skill that they've developed. You can't take that away from them.
Right.
Right. Like that seems simple to me. You don't change the rules because one team got awesome at something that is technically legal.
And I kind of like it. I've grown to like it. Just because people bitch about it, I'm like, oh, I like watching them do that.
You ever had your tush pushed?
I don't think so. Mm-mm. It's not really a tush push. Like they're carrying Jalen Hurts. Well, not really. He's got, Jalen Hurts can bench press like 800 pounds. That dude's doing a lot of that himself.
You ever been carried by a bunch of men?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Well,
actually, yeah, I have. Actually, yes, I have. I played rugby in high school. I mean, there's a lot of that going on.
A lot of tush pushing going on.
Yeah. So yes, I have been carried by other men. Well, yeah.
You've had your tush pushed.
Yes, I have. We didn't perfect it like the Eagles, but we went to the state championship once, so
Did
we're
you enjoy?
decent.
Did you enjoy having your tush push?
I enjoyed winning. Yeah,
You're willing to have your tush push if that means winning.
you're damn right.
I think so too. I think I am too. I think
Yeah.
we're on the same page.
The Gary Parrish Show, live weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.